Hey, it's Kimberly and welcome back to my stamp room. So today I have a really fun little project for you, and it's using our cute little dress up framelits. This thing right here, isn't that the cutest thing? And we are going to make some little dresses. We're literally going to play dress up. It's so much fun. Have you ever been seriously so excited about a project and you're kind of giddy over it? Well, that's how I am about these dresses. I mean, I'm like a little girl again because they're just so fun and they're so cute. So let me show you how to make them because they're very easy. Now, I did mention this, I think, on my blog that the Stampin' Up, I'm using retired Stampin' Up tool, and if you still have some and you hoarded it, then you are a lucky one because this stuff is really great tool. It's actually so good that it doesn't melt as well, and you'll see what I'm talking about very shortly. This one is really more of a cheaper tool, and it melts really well. So let me show you how I got this. Oh, I wanted to show you this one too. On this one, this is the crumb cake. And this is crumb cake tulle. And then I took an Island Indigo ink pad just with a sponge and just rubbed it against it. And it gave it this greenish tarnished look. Really vintage, really cute. So, all right, let's put these guys over here. And by the way, so I have these just in old vintage spools. This one I just wrapped a piece of the first edition DSP around it. Can you see that? There it is. And I stuffed it in tulle to make it kind of fluffy. And these stand perfectly. These are on my desk and it makes me happy. Alright, so this one, I don't have an espresso one. And this is all my espresso tulle I have left. So sad, but I'm going to use it. Alright, so what we're going to do first is we're going to take a piece, and what I found to work best was take this, tie it in a knot, and do that with a couple pieces. Now once you have a few pieces that are ready, let me show you how you're going to attach these. And the reason I did the knots, they were easier to apply onto the little dress forms with hot glue. So again, you're going to have your hot glue gun ready. And just put a little glue. And I actually start at the bottom first. I use an old paper piercer to just kind of press that down so it'll stay. And just give it a second or two. You don't have to worry about that glue showing because it's going to be hidden by more tulle later. So no worries there. Alright, a little bit more glue. And you kind of get the hint here. We're just going to, start from the bottom, work our way up. And you'll notice these pieces are a little bit longer. You can trim them up a little bit. The thing is, it is going to melt, so it is going to get short. You don't want her to have too short of a skirt, if you know what I mean. I'm going to work this one a little bit more over this way. Now once you get this, once you get your glue on, hot glue doesn't take long to set, but remember, we're going to take a heat tool to it. It's going to heat it back up. So I do let this, once I get all the pieces on my dress form, I actually let that sit just for a few minutes so the glue can kind of get a little bit hard, and then once I heat it up, it's gonna melt a little bit. Alrighty. Now you really want to use your silicone piece because if you're like me, like this, phooey dooies. Alright, there we go. Where is that silicone thing? There we go. You really want to do this on your silicone thingy because then you won't be pulling. I didn't hurt it, but you don't want to. Okay. Now, what I am going to end up doing, but I'm not going to do it yet, I'm going to melt this first, and then I'm going to actually add these little flowers, and these will melt a little bit too, so hang on. Let's do it. Now, when you're using your heat tool, what I found to work best is to actually have your heat tool kind of setting here, have a pair of tweezers, and I take my tweezers like this and hold as I'm melting it. All right, we're going to get loud for a minute. Nice thing about these new heat tools, they're not loud. Now again, this is a higher quality tool, so it takes a little bit longer for this to melt up. But once it does, it really looks nice. And you can see right there, it's melting up a little bit. Don't burn your fingers. All right, and you see, we got a nice dress. This one melted nicely. All right, little flowers, and I'm going to glue them on. Get this up here where you can see. I'm just going to do 2 right there. Oh, I better put this on my silicone thingy. Could be disastrous. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, so we're going to do one last thing. We're going to just heat up these little flowers. Do you see that? Oh my word. Now that's just nothing but cute. Alright, now I remember that glue will, because you're heating it up, it gets melty. I'm going to bring this over here, and I'm just going to press down on those flowers a little bit because, oh, you see that glue is nice. Which is kind of nice because I can manipulate these a little bit where I want them. Alright, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to put this on our stick, and that's pretty darn simple. All you're going to do is take your hot glue, load it up with some hot glue right there, and just set it down like this. Now, a good friend of mine, she's a smarty, she actually took hers and kind of lined it up like this, so the back looks very nice too. Just like that. So it's nice and pretty, and then you're just going to stick this piece, this long piece, down into a spool. That's what I did with this one. You have to put one of these cute little hangers on it, because they're just the cutest darn things. There we go. Took me an hour to do that, but hey, I got it. Alright, there you go. Super cute, super fun, super easy. I'll see you again.